Saying Joseph Smith wrote himself into the Bible is dishonest. That claim commits category errors and begs the question. It's question begging because it assumes Smith is not engaging in revelatory or typological interpretation, and that the only possible mechanism is self-insertion. The passage people point to, Joseph Smith's revision of Genesis 50 in the Joseph Smith translation, is not part of the LDS canon. That's not an LDS apologetic point, that's a descriptive fact. Bruce Metzger, one of the most respected New Testament textual critics and not a Mormon, says canon is defined by communal acceptance, not by authorship. It's a category error because non-LDS biblical scholars distinguish between historical authenticity and theological rereading. For example, standard critical scholarship on Matthew's use of Isaiah 7:14. Isaiah is not a prediction of Jesus. This is widely accepted across scholars like Raymond Brown, John Barton, and Bart Ehrman. Matthew reads the text retrospectively, beyond the original intent, using typology and fulfillment theology. This is not fraud, it's standard Jewish interpretive practice. Another example is the Epistle to the Hebrews. Hebrews reinterprets Psalm 110 as messianic and constructs a theology that the original authors did not have in mind. Again, non-LDS scholars, from F.F. Bruce to Harold Attridge, call this theological rereading, not deception. Church fathers did this constantly. They regularly read themselves, their churches, and their theological disputes into Scripture through allegory and typology. Modern scholars like Henri de Lubac and Yaroslav Pelikan document this extensively. They exceeded original intent, and yet historians don't accuse them of textual forgery. Smith did the exact same thing. Joseph Smith's revision functions as a theological rereading. Even if it was adding to it, Joseph lacks a surname. In the ancient world, names were common, reused, and often symbolic. It's hardly airtight evidence of deliberate fraud. And finally, Joseph Smith repeatedly stated that he could be wrong. He distinguished between revelation and his own human limitations. This isn't disputed. As such, that's not the consistent posture of someone who wants to deceive. You can call Mormonism false, but what you are not allowed to do is be historically wrong, and you're not allowed to tell Mormons what they believe when they don't. These criticisms often come from those who believe in a religion that added doctrine hundreds of years after the Bible by a vote.
Wow, how did you solve hundreds of years of disagreement in the church?
We voted! To hell with God being the Logos!